Driving impressions of this machine I'd like to give you. It's really got the torque to pull a trailer. The torque is unbelievable. Did a fair bit of lake travel. The high end is about 70 kilometers an hour. You hear the track noise. More track noise than engine noise. It's quite a bit to get used to. On the trails, it's surprised how nimble it is. It turns really, really well at low speeds. Really, really well. Very easy to use. On ice like this overflow, it'd be handy to have some studs. Woohoo! Where the two-stroke had to do that with the speed, the four-stroke will be able to do that just with torque, and it's a lot easier to use. This is the big Wanagun I built for the back, and that's the Wanagun in use up on one of our hills we look for bison on. And there it is, being used for dinner. And there it is with a 5-gallon can. Pretty handy device to have for lunch breaks. My daughter driving the machine, it kind of overpowered her a little bit because she's not heavy enough. But there it is with 500 pounds once I get on in the back. Very dramatic. This is going to be a very dramatic entrance. Ooh! So, driving impressions. This is no longer a nice brand new machine like it was just a little while ago. It's got about 350 kilometers an hour, or 350 kilometers on it. Very, very good low speed from 0 to 40. Really good pickup. Amazing torque on this 900 ace engine. It'll crawl places where a two-stroke will have to go quickly. I'm really enjoying it. It's put it in low, it's like a tractor. You feel like you could pull stumps. You can crawl uphill and not have to use momentum or speed. It really handles a trailer well. Feels like you could pull 1,000 pounds on it. I'm sure that you could. So we went through some pretty rough terrain, and in trail riding it's really nimble, low speed. It really turns well. For lighter riders, this machine will overpower them because of the short ski stance. And my daughter, for instance, when she's driving it at medium speed, trying to make a turn, it's a bit tippy at the front. But if you're a heavy, stronger rider, you can use your weight to counteract that. And really like the low gear. High gear also useful. They say to only use your trailer at low gear, but really on open trails, high gear is fine with the sled, pulling the sled. It's been a very good machine. I'm really surprised how well it turns at low speed. It'll turn inside my Yamaha all day long, my Yamaha two-stroke. It's got a lot better low-end torque. High-end, once you've hit about 50 kilometers an hour, you don't have much get up and go. That would mean it would be a less fun trail rider. For those really mountain riders that go up really high hills, you'd run out of speed, I'm sure. It's got a 1.5-inch track lug, which means that it really bites in well in snow conditions. In ice, it slides all over the place, of course, without lugs on. Very impressed. A lot of weight on the front end. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it turns so well. What else can I say about it? Never really tested it in powder. It doesn't tend to lean in powder very well because of the wide track. But all in all, this machine can be like a tractor in low gear and like a good utility machine in high gear. Can't think of a better machine. The 900 Ace, I don't get 20 miles to the gallon, but I am getting 18. So that's pretty good. One last thing to look at is this big rack back here. I designed Wanagun to go in there just to lift the top. I'll also take a 5-gallon gas can. That's useful. I can probably a week's worth of food in there and tools and all sorts of stuff. And it's also a good access point to lash your gun to or your axe to or other things to as well. So it's really, I really like this big rack. It'll also take 2 of the regular 5-gallon cans quite easily. So at 18 miles to the gallon, got a very good range with this 5-gallon gas can. I think it's 12 or 15 gallons in the tank. Couldn't have thought of a better machine for my own use.